Thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in. We needed some Reiki there for a minute. Thank you guys for connecting with your higher selves via this portal here. This is a channel from your guides to you. Thank you guys for connecting. And let's get into May 2024. We're coming so close to your season, aren't we now? What I do want to say here first, Taurus, okay, is that, there was a very important message coming in before we got onto this video here in recording. I was getting from your spirit guides that you've just come so very far with something here. You have made so much progress. Let's take a look with the cards, of course, as to what it is that maybe you might have sort of elevated. I'm hearing even over. There's something that you have sort of gone against even the grain with. Maybe it was something very controversial. And you proved something here, Taurus, maybe to yourself and maybe to those around you as well. Concurrently, there's a huge feat, and I feel like your guides want to say thank you, okay, for your service and your work well done. Let's jump in with the cards and see what it is about a little further, and what else they may have to say to you. I'm seeing the color red here. Very impressive. I feel that you know more of where you're going to. There's something that you've become like clearer on. You're more connected to some sort of idea here of who you are. Taurus is what I get, and that is the source and the seat of where we manifest from, right? Up and out of. You've also placed someone or something. No, yeah. I'm hearing the phrase, it no longer holds power over me, okay? Wow. This has to do with your perceptions, where you possibly, you continue to, entertain what you didn't believe in even, okay? Like the things that you knew just would not bring you happiness even, it can be. Look at that beautiful 10 of Wands, Taurus. Oh my. With the Hierophant, your very own card in, right, the Arcana. And the Queen of Swords. People would die for this sort of clarity and this sort of, the conviction, the sense of conviction. Not only that, we'll say even furthermore, the sense of self-control, right? That one can have. You have it now. I mean, look at yourself, Taurus, in May. And take, if you can, just a picture of yourself in the state that you're in now. See what you see. Maybe even, make a list, because what it took to get to this point, you can easily forget. You can easily dismiss. When we get into those higher dimensions, and we kind of tend to forget, what it took to get to this point. Maybe literally, Taurus, so you want to write about it, write out a list. Remember, a way that you can recall, what did it take to get to where I am now today? Some of you, it's literally, how can you help others achieve the same that you have? It can be now a matter of service to those around you. How can I connect others to where it is that I've connected to within my very self? The world, oh my God. You're lighter, Taurus. Okay. You've really released something. The Four of Cups and the theme as well. You're not in this state of frenetic, zigzagging through your consciousness, the ways that you wanted to connect to others, the way you wanted to connect to yourself. You sort of made things sort of settle in a way of saying, so you can become. Okay, it's about also you here. Okay, honestly, we're just going to get down to it. Like, this is you. This is your time, Taurus. I'm hearing you're going to be okay as well. So maybe, there are things that you've released. You feel a little bit like naked. I hear it like that. You feel a little naked. I'm hearing that song by James Arthur. Can't you feel that I'm naked? I think it's actually, well, can't you see that I'm naked? Something like that. You maybe have spoken your truth as well with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, or something that maybe you feel is a little bit like, it's a little bit like awkward, maybe even, okay? But at least it's real for you. You know, return to sender, clear it in the crown. Yeah. Return it. I see you also having a really strong connection to your guides, your spirit teams at this time. They're really speaking with you. It can be felt that way, especially if you have Pisces on the other side. They're really talking to you this month. So let's get further though. I see you not, needing to validate, it's like when you say that one thing that was on your mind, you don't have to have all this fluff and, the diameter doesn't matter so much. It's more the depth. You maybe were skirting around a conversation. I feel like you're just so alleviated. It's like, I finally told that person like what I was feeling. I finally got that like out of my way. I also hear. So it could have been a really big back burner thing. That you had to work through. 7 of Wands. I feel like the perception space around, like you were just sort of like thinking about this decision or this direction you want to move down and along, and you finally, like, I feel you arrived, at the point of like, I know now how I want to handle, clear it. You needed to have a higher self love energy as well. I'll be very honest, like you just weren't in confident energy maybe, okay, for some time. It was really hard for you to make this decision. I'm hearing challenging, it's like, but it's so much perspective. It's even like that one of those moments where it's like, I kept denying this. I kept thinking that, of all the things that were wrong about me, feeling I needed to make this change or this move. And then once you make it, you're like, or you get to a certain point in your mind when it comes to thinking about it. And it's like, I can't believe I doubted that. Like you just suddenly become much more, it's like you just see the other side of the story. It's like you can see that you're not worthy of this, or you can see that you are very, 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 very behind, okay, when it comes to having need this and attained whatever this was. So some of you're really just sort of like flipping. Well, you are re-perceiving. I see this also as the message that came through for Gemini for you. So, all right, we have the Fool as well wanting to come out. I see that Fool for you. There's someone you're going to be connecting to. I want to get a little bit more on that. I feel like this is more about you, though, this month. Taurus with the 6 of Cups. I'm hearing regeneration, healing. Yeah, there's something that you've done for yourself, and I feel like people want to know, like, what is that? What is it, Taurus? Like, what's your secret sauce? Something that happened? Maybe, yeah. I mean, you're like, well, you wouldn't believe me. You could be telling people, there's no point in me telling you because I can't do it for you. So you got to do it on your own, but I'm seeing beans here, little beads even. I see little crystals. Maybe you're hanging around people who just don't believe in energy. They don't believe in level ups. And you're just like, yeah, some of you're keeping it. Yeah. You're keeping it sort of like hidden or held back. Maybe some of you realize like this is the first time I ever leveled up and didn't like, or the first time that maybe some of you're dating someone new. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. This is the first time like I didn't need to like immediately go and run and tell people. So there's something that's like really real. Maybe even like someone's realized like Taurus is kind of quiet. Did you guys notice? Yeah, Taurus not really talking. So that's just how much you're feeling this. King of Swords are bright. Oh, there is someone here, Taurus, for you. Yes, there is somebody here. Absolutely. You and this person, you've met eye to eye. We have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers. A lot of reunions coming in May for many, many signs, and I think you're not off that list. I think that you are on that list. I think that you are sitting close to this person on that list, both of you together. Spirit wants you guys to talk, to be together, to talk this through, to talk about where this can go to next, the future. And some of you here, this is a long-term homecoming moment. The Star. Wow. The Star. I'm hearing starlight, star bright, the star I see tonight. Page of Wands. It's time for you to come into warmer waters with this person, okay? The funny point, though, on that is that we come together off the basis of the King and the Queen of Swords. It's kind of like we kind of both checkmated one another, or we're just sort of like checkmated, and we now meet. We meet in that checkmate, and we check in to the love story. Oh my God, I feel like I'm shaking, you guys. I was just carrying some really heavy stuff, but I take that as a message. I'm seeing this guy wearing green, like the heart chakra. The Hermit, look at that. Wow, that really beautiful green hue with yellow. Something here is starting up again. It's between you and somebody. Yeah. You could have both sort of like, that moment where it's like, oh, we're both thinking of each other. Maybe we were thinking about each other for a long time. And then all of a sudden we weren't thinking of each other in that way. And then, I feel like we were kind of not really needing that to manifest, amongst ourselves. But yeah, like then you start to kind of feel that wave come back on and you're like, all right, okay, I'm hearing, cherish you. It's like you both want each other, you both need each other. It's like, oh, okay, I'm done with this whole single thing. I hear that. 9 of Pentacles in reverse right there. We can't make this up, can we? 3 of Pentacles are right. You're gonna come back together with this person. It's gonna start off as friends, perhaps, but yeah, you will. Some of you, there's travel involved. You're gonna be traveling together. Spirit's hitching y'all. Yep, they want you together. I repeat, like, this is someone that spirit, or a very particular spirit guide wants you with. This is the Hierophant again, the High Priestess. So this was something here very, very much on the to-do, and you maybe felt it, like, I'm coming to, I know, eventually down to this point again with this person, like, we're gonna have to meet again, we're gonna have to do this again, we're gonna have to really get honest again. I hear that. 10 of Wands reverse, something refracted even. Something boomeranged. It was something you let go of, and then it came back around. The Emperor, and it's also your good karma. Okay, it's what you deserve. This is someone here who shows you the light of your life. Wow. Okay, so this is a very high level soulmate. It's someone who was finally ready for you, perhaps. Okay, as well. Return. Someone who's finally, yes, I'm here and with you. That's all by Chris Brown. 7 of Swords upright and the Emperor upright. They're finally in view. You guys return it in the sacral root chakra. Okay, let's go to the heart chakra. They recall you. I hear that. Okay, so they're ready for you. I hear that again with that 7 of Swords mirroring that Emperor. Like, they were conflicted. They weren't able to really understand, like, maybe for themselves, like, yeah, who you were to them. Now they see it. Queen of Cups in reverse. Now they know it, and they want it. Taurus. Like, once they've seen it, they want it. So with that Empress in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, you have sort of become someone very, 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 very special, very important to this person. In their mind's eye, they now can sort of, I'm seeing this truck with a bike on the back of it. Yeah, look at that 7 of Swords in reverse. They now are getting warmer. They're getting closer towards you. And then they sort of like, they realize it's you. It's been you. It's been you all along. It's almost like, who is that? Like, who is that person I'm feeling like even following me? It's almost like you get to know, like, the voice on your shoulder. It's the imaginary friend. It's like, now I see, like, that's you. That's been you all along. Wow, this is a powerful, powerful, powerful homecoming, Taurus. I'm really happy for you. I'm so glad that you have had what it took to get through what you have gone through. Because now there is so much beauty and abundance, okay, that needs you now to just perceive it. I mean, it's really not hard. You've done the hard work. You've done a lot of it too. Okay, a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of throat chakra. I feel like I'm just like spitting all over the place. Like you needed to be ready. Not only to brave what you have, but also to accept the good karma at the very end of that very dark tunnel. I'm gonna be very honest. It was not easy, Taurus. I think we don't need to say it because you would know. You would know by now that you know yourself much better now, and you now want for yourself what this path reminds you of is still good about this earth, is still good about this, this learning curve, okay? This learning experience, this learning about yourself and the things that you love, there's always another side to every coin. So this is where we now flip that coin, Taurus, and you land on that head. You land on that head. And I feel like, there's nothing you could ask for more. Like, this experience that now shows up in your life in a new way is everything. It's just perfect, Taurus. And if it's someone, I quite literally see you making eye contact with someone. It's just like, whoa, this person, they're beautiful. Like, literally, I see someone I'm seeing someone looking like a bit Greek, Roman, like, whoa. Like, I felt that. I'm hearing it like that. I felt that. Some of you are with the Fool in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is, a dream that is going to come full circle. And it was something that you maybe even just had a very passing sort of image of in your mind's eye. It was something just really, really trivial, even as you saw it. Like, yeah, that's kind of a fantasy. But this came into form. Return it on the back. Some of you, this is a child on the way. That Page of Cups upright in the Fool in reverse. Okay, so... anything else? Yeah, there's another message here. The 8 of Cups in reverse, some stores. Let me tune in. Let me tap in for you, Taurus. Let's see here. Just a little bit further. Yeah. I'll say it again, like, a little uncomfortable. I feel like there's something that you're not ready for quite, but it's like, that's the point of it. It's like, I feel like some of you, you've been just so used to sort of getting your average, your everyday just get going, okay? It's been honestly maybe kind of tiring, boring, overwhelming, Some of you have been just really hunkering down, studying, working. You've been a workaholic, studyaholic. The Fool in reverse, schoolaholic. Like, you've just been really, really in that vibe. And then it's challenging to shift gears, but especially for Taurans, once they get a ball rolling with something, even if it's like, I swear this is a better car. It's like, yeah, but I'm used to this car. I don't really want to change cars. But this is, yeah, this is going to be uncomfortable at first. I'm hearing Jocelyn, but then it's going to get, it's gonna get easier, better, faster, stronger. This is a song. Faster, stronger. Yeah. I see you. You're going to prefer this in a very short while. It's gonna be worth it. It's going to be something that you can see yourself doing, okay? Yeah, maybe even you had a breakup, and you were like, I'm never gonna find a love again, and then, it was a period, and you moved through it, okay? So I hear that again, like you moved outside of that, like it no longer really, it doesn't plague you, and maybe for a time you were like, I'm never gonna move on from this situation, that I'm return it. It's like getting me, like it's giving me, I'm getting comfortable with this. I'm getting, this blasé sort of complacent energy. It's like, yeah, and then the Hierophant there, the Four of Pentacles. There was a check-in. You realize this is not the highest I can go. I mean, I can do better, and I feel like there's a point at which you said to yourself, like, I have to see what else is out there. I have to move forward. Like, I can't get too bogged down. I can't let my past define my future. I can't be that person to myself. I can't let myself down here. And I think that's very impressive, especially for a Taurus. I'll say it again. Like, I don't know. Some of you, this was a very hard rung to reach. This is something of a feat, physically as well. Maybe you were like pushing yourself to the limit. Like, I can do it. Like, I'm going to do this. Even if, again, like the outset is not one of comfort for me. In my mind's eye, I don't look at this opportunity and think, yeah, like that's going to be easy or fun. I'm not saying that you're weak, Taurus, not by not any stretch of the imagination is a Taurus weak. But there was this sort of like almost this lull, this haze, this pacified energy for you of I can do it, but do I want to? And the want, I think you were possibly in a sort of depressive energy. It could have been. And depressive just sheerly in terms of the energy frequency. Like, we have passive and we have active, right? So I feel like you were in this energy of, I've just gotten so used to sort of just sitting back. And you said finally to yourself, I don't have to see it that way anymore. Okay. And I will take this seat and turn it into my story. Okay. So, you didn't kind of take that chapter and turn it into a lasting message, okay, even to your community. Like, maybe you could have just sat back and just kind of, some of you, I'm hearing grass, maybe you were even like hooked on a substance that was getting you sort of not questioning reality anymore, if you know what I mean. And you finally decided, I'm hearing the name Hector, you finally decided, I want to be a new person to myself. I don't have to continue. Yeah. I can deviate from what I've known, and I can explore once again and find what's true for me. So I'm happy for you, Taurus. I feel like a lot of people probably are going to want to know your secret, okay? Because, yeah, it's kind of giving me like someone who reinvented themselves, like, after 80 years, return to sender. Yeah. Some of you, most people would have just kind of, this is hard. I don't know what it is for everybody, but you turn this ship around. Wow. I'm sending you love, Taurus. I love you guys. And I feel your guides, your spirit team, your ancestors, past loved ones, they are absolutely amazed by you. They want you to know that you do a lot through these moments and these challenges in your life, towards the ascension that others can meet themselves at as well. The point of looking at head on, you are an example. You are honestly someone who I think a lot of people will look up to if they hear this, whatever you've done. They'll want more from you. Okay. So some of you, maybe you'll start even a podcast, or you'll start a show where you're talking about, this chapter, of your life. And, that movie that you make, that video that you make, that song you write, those lyrics can really touch somebody here. So, this experience you take with you to talk about, to hold a new trajectory through. Okay. Your life is not over, Taurus. And that's the feeling I'm getting here with this 10 of Pentacles of, you don't have to talk as if it is as well. You know, like you've changed the little ways in which you alter your dimension of potential. And there's something about this energy that is so magnetic now. And it's not maybe, you know, when you, let's say that you make even a YouTube channel, or you make whatever it is, like an album, you don't really in that moment per se know, like, what is this talking about? Who is this speaking to? What is this? What is the impact and the gravity of this change that I've made for myself? You know, maybe even see it as like, I'm just doing something simple. I'm just going to make my own like TV show. I hear that as well. And I'm just going to do it just for me, just for myself, you know? But but trust, there are already so many that will take from this what you cannot even perceive of, what you cannot imagine. So there's something here that you create sort of as a portal for others to move through. And that's very significant. Return it to sender. Your consciousness has found its way again. A path that heals. So it sounds like you've made it through, you know, it's giving me Chiron. Like when I made it through this for myself, I then was able to help others move through it as well. That's your Chiron right there. That's your Chiron right there, Taurus. And trust that will bring you abundance. You know, when you hit on those things in life that are challenging, when you're that person who does the unthinkable, right? That's how you help this world. That's how you find true happiness and transcendence, is when you don't stand in that fear of what you could know more of. And I feel like this is why it's so impressive, Taurus, because you took something that, like, even maybe, let's say, like, you were an expert in the field of, and it's like someone who goes back to school. The professor who no one would have expected this person to do this. It's like no one would have expected the professor to go back to school. This is what I'm hearing. Like, but you did it. You're going to do it. Yeah. And you could be the first, I don't know, in your bloodline, your family, you know, you're breaking this mold, you're breaking the cast. And that's where Taurus has found its depth again, right? Because Taurus, let's be honest, you know, the shadow of Taurus, you know, you can sit in the shallow end of the pool for a long while, right? I mean, I'm just lay here. It's cozy. I don't want to really pedal. I mean, you know, I don't really want to. I just see you, Taurus, in like a jacuzzi, just like sitting back. It's like I just see, you know, like someone laying in the water, like their belly is over the water. They're just sitting. You know, remember, come on, Taurus, like let's go swim in the pool. You're watching other people swim in the deep end of the pool. You're gonna do that thing that you maybe find is also scary, you know, to source. Okay, so you're taking these little steps. I see you've made a lot of progress here. I'm looking at the houses that are trickling alongside that river bed, you know? And I don't see you seeing the end of this. I don't see you able to pinpoint, you know, what is this? And then what does that lead to immediately? Return it in the crown chakra on the left side. Yeah, there's a lot of things that maybe are perceived as scary or risky or unknown. And faith here, faith. This is also about you following pleasure and enjoyment. When you do that, in a space of exploration, you have found the happy place, okay, between past and present and future, and thus present. If you find the happy medium, right, between the past and the future, you find the present, the gift that is you. So you're not having expectations, and that's the beauty of this. And people feel that. They feel where you're truly boundless and you're truly just in faith. And it's impressive as hell. So just know that, again, it's not something that many people can see themselves doing. But when they see you do this, you know, they can only help but imagine what it would look like if they could do the same. I see seams on a dress here. Some of you, you've lost maybe literally like weight. It could be that, you've changed your habits around return to sender. Like, you could have done this. You could have done that. You could have eaten that donut. You could have done, or you could have eaten, but it's about balance now. It's like, I could have also, maybe you want to gain weight. It's like, I could have stayed that weight, but this is where I want to be at. And so my frame changes. Wow. Congratulations. I'm hearing Charlotte with the Chariot. You're moving like quicker. I see that you're not yearning anymore as well. It's like you feel you have arrived. Let's get a card here for each of the days for Taurus. Yeah. Something about Spain here. Let's give that one another shuffle. I see something about seawater here for you, Taurus. That makes me think of cleansing, of clearing. Okay. There was someone around you, Taurus. Could have been a very cynical individual here who was making your life challenging, very difficult, and you have released them. So that's another clue as to the events that led to this point where you've found yourself more at peace with the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright, returned on the back. This person was putting very high standards on you, expectations. It could have been a boss, shadow boss. It's like the type of person, it's how you know who they are. Like, they would tell you to do things that they couldn't even do themselves. It's like, okay, I want to see you do that, It's almost as if you felt like they just had a certain point and wanted to just tell you what to do. It's like, whether or not it's going to work, they don't care. They don't mind telling you to run around in circles and waste your time and energy and gas. And it's like, do you really know what you're saying? Do you know what you're saying here? It's like, do you know what you're doing? It was really hard to have respect for this person. And the irony, I think, in that context was that they were actually so-called an authority for you. Technically, but it's like, I can't see them as an authority though. It's like you're sort of feeling like you need to be the parent with your parent a little bit, possibly. Okay, it could be a literal parent or it's a metaphor, possibly. Yeah, I see you in playful energies in this last week with someone. There's a person here that you're going to have definitely in the beginning with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I also see you investing, cashing something out in that fourth week. Some of you, this is a travel, vacation, a trip that you're going to plan out. The Two of Cups. I'm hearing harnessing wonder and the magic. Okay. Of the past again, I hear that, the Tower. So this reminds me of Pisces' reading, where where literally the title was "The past doesn't hold power over you anymore," something like that. The Tower's in the theme, and the Crown. I feel this is not just this month or this week. We'll say the first week coming in for you, but also just the last months, Taurus. Like, I feel you've just been going through something here. You've been in a sort of profile position. I hear it like that. A lot of people have had their eyes on you. Something about somebody's uncle. Again, this is something you maybe made a short-term sacrifice with, but it's what allowed you to get to where you are today. It's what was that door for you. Your will to move through it is going to work wonders. I hear it like that. Not just in the template of who you are, but for those who observe themselves in you. Again, you are an example for many people here, Taurus, and I hope that you see the goodness in what you've created. Brought in sevenfold. I hear it like that. To ease your concerns, okay, because I feel like this was double-edged. I feel like whatever the way in which you created this landscape for yourself now that you're living in, there is still, there are two sides to this, and that came through for Pisces, it came through for Gemini. So it sounds like maybe you're sort of in a conversation there with Pisces and Gemini. Would go and check out those reads, the part of your chart, yeah. this is a really big day right here. I'm sort of zeroing in on this. This is the Hierophant in the third week, the last day of the third week. Something here, Taurus, will be placed in your hand. There is a question of what you will make of this conversation. I feel like, how do we say, like, I feel like I'm here. I see someone looking at you, Taurus, and they're like, can you have us in mind here? It could be a matter of investment. We do have that 10 of Pentacles in the Hierophant. This can be a large sum of assets. It's a question of, for instance, like, I see someone asking you, can you do this for us? Like, can you work for us in this way? And I feel you're going to give yourself to this mission. I feel like, though, again, I want to emphasize that double-edged sort ofness to this. I'm here in this passport. Okay. Let's say that you realize how much you're giving right now. And someone here wants possibly to sweeten the deal. They're almost saying, oh, I'm going to give you this in advance. I know that this is going to be maybe even sort of, there's such a clear vision of this. Let's say you just ran a marathon for yourself. Okay. And it's like, let's say you moved down the Silk Road, and it's a perilous journey, right? The Silk Road. Let's say you moved down the Silk Road and then you made it. And someone was like, oh my God, can you do that for me? Can you carry my stuff over the Silk Road? I'll pay you. I'll give you this. Just, can you carry it for me? And you're like, I'm tired. I mean, that was hard, but all right, I'll do it. I think you're going to do it, Taurus, whatever this is. Okay, return it to the right side body, to the left side body. I see something about touring. I see something about Beyonce. Interesting. You're going to talk. I hear that as well. Maybe someone here wants to talk to you. They want to open up. Okay, they want to air something out. And I feel like, you're like, that was a lot that I just been through. Maybe it was, that you had a break with someone and you didn't want to really open this up again with this person. But I see you finding the soft spoken words, the easiest to find around this time. There's something that is hard. There is challenge here. There is this desire for you to change your way with no expectations in mind, but you do have a wake-up call coming, Taurus. Like, it's almost like you find this need here within this third week with that 8 of Wands to return to sender, to bring forward of yourself just a little further, just a little more. There's something you're going to commit to, I feel. Hi, Alex. To present of yourself. And it's like you just got, you just finished a whole returning the crown chakra. I see you going, okay, I can do it again. You just finished a whole journey. And it's like, can you see, I'm in the song, 'cause can you feel the love tonight? Yeah, the song. Da 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 da. Oh God. It's like, okay, we understand, like, but can you still see, it's like I see you looking back, even at a group of people. It's like, all right, I can do it, and there is a bit of a sacrifice, but it's the good. It's the good. It's like even someone wanting to give to you. It's like, and I see you just, you're looking at this option. I'm hearing, I got you. So enjoy, Taurus. I feel like you're going to be, honestly, a pleasure to be around. You're going to be so lovely. Like, what a lovely energy you're extending to the people around you at this time. And they can't help but just appreciate you. A lot of people you'll probably come across will be like, you were just my hero right there, man. Thank you. Okay. I see them just tapping you on the back and you're like, I know, but you can do it. I hear that again. And that's something you realize. I'm looking at these mountains here. It doesn't have to be something that I perceive as pressure. I can see the diamond as in the crown chakra. In my present. You're very strong, Taurus. This is a process, I feel. It's something that you were doing. Return it on the right side body. You are portraying. Okay, and it's like you have to be gentle with yourself here. And see how it's like I'm almost out of the read, and there's something that it's like how water washes over a stone. You keep coming into absolute immersion.